I can remember when there wasn't a plant out there on Michigan Avenue. I think it was about 40 years ago that they made the first groundbreaking for the first plant, and I can remember it was very controversial. Should we let Ford into Wayne? Should Wayne expand to include Ford Motor Company, or should it be out there in Nankin Township, as I recall? Frank started his career with Ford Motor Company right here in Wayne. I know from talking to some of the folks at Ford earlier this year as we were going around a meeting with the industrialists in the community that he is probably one of the most highly regarded plant managers in the Ford Motor system. And in part that's due to the fact that he came up through the ranks. He learned the automotive business on the line here in Wayne, Michigan. I think at Wayne Assembly first.
Where are you taking my feet to?
Sorry?
Stealing your shtick.
Oh, am I? Well, then I won't give the whole speech. But I think he's a rather unique plant manager in that respect, and the men in Ford Motor Company respect him very much for that. I won't take his speech. Without further ado, I am very pleased to introduce to you Mr. Frank Foley.
Yeah, I kind of thought you were going to take my whole speech away from me there, because then I thought my guys were going to take the video away from me too, and I'd have to do a dance and do a song up here or something. Well, good afternoon, and yes, I am Frank Foley, plant manager at Michigan Truck, and I'd like to point out the maker of the #1 best-selling pickup truck in the world, the Ford F-150. Also, the #1 best-selling vehicle for 18 years in a row. And I want to thank you for inviting me to speak today at the Wayne Chamber of Commerce. And I am proud to say, yes, I am from Michigan. And I started my 31-year career right here in the city of Wayne at Wayne Assembly Plant as a UAW hourly employee. And yes, I did work in the union for 6 years, and that was quite an education. But I was brought up in a union background also. In 1969, I was transferred to the Michigan Truck Plant. I find it very interesting with your comment about when there wasn't a plant on Michigan Avenue. That goes way back before the 50s, if I recall, but that was before my time. But I happened to go to the Michigan Truck Plant when the Michigan Truck Plant was a warehouse. And, you know, at one time they built the station wagons at the original Michigan Truck Plant, and then they deactivated it and made it into a warehouse for Wayne Assembly. So it was at that time that in '69 that I said, I might want to take a stab at building trucks. And then I did go into salary, and during that 15-year assignment that I had at Michigan Truck, I worked in various salary positions, and in '86 they transferred me up to the Twin Cities Assembly Plant in Minnesota as the operations manager. And that was quite an interesting 3-year career for me. I was hoping that my brain wouldn't have got froze while I was up there. I've never been so cold in my life, and I'll never complain about a Michigan weather again as long as I live. But then in '89 I got transferred back home here in Michigan, and I was just elated, back to Wayne Assembly. Where I became the assistant plant manager, and I understand Art made the comment, he was my boss at the time, and Art and I had worked together in 3-4 other locations, but I spent 3 years at Wayne, then went over to Wixom Assembly, where we built our town car, Continental and Mart, and spent a little time over there. But 3.5 years ago, back to Michigan Truck. And I like trucks. And I've been trucks of my 31 years, about 22 years of it. And so as you can see, and I appreciate your comment, I was a little embarrassed, but yeah, I have been around a little bit. So I'd like to ask, how many of you have ever been in an assembly plant? And some haven't. So for those of you that haven't, and I brought the plant to you, and I've got a video that I'd like to show you. Yes? It's about 13 minutes.
Michigan Truck Plant. First in quality, first in pride. Building the best-selling vehicle in the world, the F-Series truck, along with the full-size Bronco, has been a long, hard journey.
Nice size, under the hood. Good.
A journey involving a skilled workforce of 1,900 hourly and 190 salaried employees working together to implement the systems to meet the highest quality standards.
Headlights.
With total customer satisfaction, the ultimate goal.
Quality for real.
Fine job.
If it's made in America.
Yes, it's been a long but rewarding journey. For it's a very special vehicle that travels America's roadways bearing this emblem. Michigan Truck Plant. First in quality, first in pride. Back in 1957, on a road connecting Detroit and Chicago, a factory opened up on the edge of a small town. People came from miles around hoping to gain employment at the Michigan Truck Plant, located in Wayne, Michigan. At the time, its sole purpose was to build station wagon bodies for the Lincoln Mercury division. By February of 1964, the plant was producing light and medium trucks, as well as parcel trucks. 17 units an hour rolled off the line with a workforce of 492 hourly and 132 salaried employees. From that time forward, the plant increased in size, workforce, and product diversity to include buses and the introduction of the 1966 Bronco. The fall of 1972 began production of the all-new 1973 F-Series, and the all-new 1978 Bronco soon followed. January 11, 1988 proved to be a monumental day as the 3 millionth truck, an F-150 XLT Lariat, rolled off the assembly line. The special edition Silver Anniversary Bronco was built in 1991. In 1992, Michigan Truck was selected as the only location to build the new and exciting limited edition Lightning. And in April 1993, the Michigan Truck Plant team was awarded Ford Motor Company's coveted Q1 Quality Excellence Award. Today, Michigan Truck is the home of the Bronco and one of 5 plants in North America that build the best-selling vehicle in the world, the F-Series truck. The people at Michigan Truck are proud of their plant's history and the products they build. Innovative manufacturing technology and dedication to continuous improvement are ways of life at Michigan Truck. The UAW represented team is a key part of the system, working together with management, using every ounce of energy and skill to do whatever it takes to be the best. Joint meetings are held frequently to discuss items important to the success of the plant, including ergonomics, productivity, safety, and quality. 13 different quality subsystem teams identify and resolve concerns using warranty data, new vehicle quality studies, and other customer indicators. In addition to the subsystem teams, there are variability reduction teams, or VRTs. They meet daily to discuss quality issues and review statistical process control data. Every decision made by the various teams is based on data gathered from the plant floor each day. The process begins in the body shop, where the Bronco body, the F-Series cab, and the F-Series box are built up. The Bronco body and the F-Series cab join the main line and move along to the door hang area. As the cabs move through the body shop, the quality and integrity of the robot's performance is verified by the employees on the line. The welding is finished off manually in the wire weld area. In the metal finish loop, operators finesse, sand, and polish the surface of each vehicle in preparation for paint application. The F-Series boxes are built up and routed to their own metal finish line. Quality checkpoints are built into the system throughout every stage of the process. For example, here in the body shop, units are randomly selected on a daily basis and taken aside for a dimensional integrity check. Significant dimensional points are verified even at this early stage of production. Next, the cabs and boxes are sent to the paint department, where they are submerged in an E-coat bath, providing excellent rust protection for the entire unit, inside and out. After the bath, the units are baked and cooled. Body sealer is then applied to make sure each vehicle is watertight. Initially, sealer is applied by this robot, which was designed and installed by the Michigan Truck Plant Skilled Trades. A secondary sealer is manually applied and smoothed out at the sealer deck. The vehicle bodies, complete with fenders, hood, and other front-end structural components, are lifted by elevator and travel through this tunnel to Michigan Truck's world-class paint facility. Here, primer is applied and computerized controls designate the proper enamel color for each vehicle in either a solid or two-tone base coat. The paint facility also provides the capability to apply a state-of-the-art clear coat finish. Michigan Truck employees were involved in advanced planning, design, installation, and subsequent facility prove-out, resulting in a total team effort to create world-class capability in the Michigan Truck paint operation. The final area of assembly has two starting points. The chassis portion of the buildup begins on the frame line. At the same time, the vehicle bodies are transferred from paint to the trim shop, where various components are installed on 5 individual lines. Employee input has shaped the design of a number of workstations in the trim shop, improving ergonomics and quality. For example, on trim line 1, the vehicle goes down the line on this sidewinder, resulting in a more efficient buildup of front and rear components. Knee pits were put in, allowing operators to install lower exterior trim in a more ergonomically satisfying position. These knee pits were conceived and designed by the Michigan Truck Plant Ergonomics team. On trim line 3, the instrument panel is installed with the assistance of an articulating arm. This technology provides ergonomic relief to the operator and significant quality improvements at the same time. The vehicles continue to move through the trim shop, where various components are installed along the way. The Bronco roof is installed on trim line 5. At the windshield deck, an operator prepares the windshield for installation. Then a robot applies urethane sealer consistently and accurately. The operators then install the windshield into the vehicle. While the bodies have been moving through the trim shop, the chassis portion of the buildup has been taking place on the frame line. The frame starts out upside down to facilitate installation of the underbody components, such as the shocks, rear axle, drive shaft, and fuel tank, among others. The engine is built up on a separate line. This synchronous parts carrier on the engine line moves at the same speed as the line, carrying the operator and the parts, which are all within reach. As a result, the operator is given additional time to perform his required tasks, assuring that a quality job is sent to the next station. The engine is then sent via overhead conveyor to the frame line, where it is installed on the chassis, which has been turned right side up to facilitate the remainder of the production process. Upon completion of the frame buildup, the units are transferred to the final assembly line, where they meet the finished body at the body deck. Here, the vehicle is temporarily lifted off the moving assembly line to a stationary platform. After the body is accurately positioned on the chassis, the vehicle is returned to the line where the finishing touches are put into place. The bumpers are aligned and secured. The seats are installed, and the vehicle heads toward the end of the assembly line for initial startup. After the vehicle is driven off the line, additional quality inspection and alignment procedures are performed. Dynamometer testing verifies transmission shifting, speedometer accuracy, emissions controls, and anti-lock brake function. The headlamps are properly aligned and aimed. There is also a 5-minute water test to make sure there are no leaks in the vehicle body. And squeak and rattle testing is performed on randomly selected units in the Burt Porter room. Each morning at 9 a.m. sharp, several units are randomly selected and audited for overall quality. The plant manager, plant chairman, assistant plant manager, area managers, superintendents, and production managers all join in the quality process. The vehicle is then given final quality approval and shipped to our customer.
Lights. Right side turn, left side turn.
Yes, it has been a long journey. A journey that won't soon be forgotten. You see, at Michigan Truck, we not only believe in continuous improvement, we live it.
Working together.
Our goal is to be the highest quality producer of trucks in the world. That's what we mean when we say the best never rest. Michigan Truck Plant. First in quality, first in pride.
Commitment would have to be the word to get quality. You got to have a commitment from both sides, union and management. And it's got to be from top to bottom. And it works.
Quality is very important to the plant here. Without quality here, we don't have jobs. It's very simple. Being number one in quality secures our future.
If we are building the best truck, if it says that we have less things going wrong with our truck than any other truck in Ford Motor Company, it makes our plant number one. That's where we want to stay amongst the plant.
Our quality in the future, based on the plan that this management has and the union has, is going to take us far beyond Q1.
Quality is job one at Michigan Truck. No doubt about it.
I think it makes all of us here proud. And you want to go out there and say, hey, I built the best truck in the world. And get one order from my plant, because I know it's going to be okay.
Working together for quality. UAW Ford.
Well, I hope you guys are excited about that video as I always do, because I've seen it 1,000 times and it always gets me every time. We also are very proud we got an award for this video, a national award. The video company entered it. And the reason that it got the award and why we brought it down to you, because it does give you the process. It shows you from the beginning to the end, and that's why they got the award. You know, we at Michigan Truck, we've been working real hard to improve our community image as an assembly plant. And I'd like to thank Donna McAkron for the communication to Alex Trotman, recognizing our efforts for the landscaping around our plant. Mr. Trotman, our CEO for Ford Motor Company, has written us a note, and he encourages us to continue to work with the City of Wayne. We've made many changes at our plant, both on the inside to create more of a positive working environment for our employees, and also on the outside to create a more positive image for our community. Outside my office lobby, I have several framed letters from the City of Wayne showing our recognition from you about our holiday spirit. And I also like to thank the Mayor, Kenneth Warfield, and Ted DePaulis, and again Donna McAkron and Dale Butler for your recognition. And I want you to know that all our employees look forward to your communications every year. And every year we try to expand our efforts. I know Art the last time told you about the competition that's going on back and forth, but since I'm the last guy here, I'm going to tell you, we started it, and we've won 3 years in a row. They've conceded. But we try to expand our efforts, again, with our holiday light displays. And we're very proud of our donations for Toys for Tots, and also for the food for the needy for the community. We also contribute annually to the Wheel Fest celebration for the city of Wayne. And I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the community's support of our plant. In 1993 and 94, we had 136 ambulance runs to our plant, of which the majority were just precautionary for minor injuries. I'd like to point out that our employees and work very hard and have the best safety record in the 31-year history of our plant right now as I stand before you. And we're very proud of that. As you can imagine, with a workforce the size that we have, and in an industrial setting, is almost the size of a small town. So like any town, accidents do happen. And we appreciate the professionalism and the prompt care that's given to our employees from Annapolis Hospital. And I'd like to thank Mike O'Brien, Wayne's fire marshal, who meets 3 times a month with our safety personnel and our employee relations people. Mike and his firefighters have always put forth every effort when needed, and that's really appreciated. And also our police chief, John Corrigan, and his officers have also been very helpful when needed. Michigan Truck just recently and successfully accomplished a first for the Ford Motor Company, and that's the 3-crew operating pattern, and I'm sure you've read about it. Now we have 3 crews that work 4-day, 10-hour shifts, but the plant operates 7 days a week. The 3 crew has really brought 1,000 new jobs to the Michigan Truck Plant, and it enables Ford Motor Company to get another 32,000 vehicles. The success of this launch was based on a good plan. We feel we had a very good plan by using what we refer to as a best-in-class hiring process. And what we did is we rented Cherry Hill High School, where all the new employees went through everything from the interviewing to the physical to some very extensive training, and that enabled them to be ready for us to come to the main plant. And we feel that due to this hiring and training process, and I'd like to point this out, that Michigan Truck Plant has also set another record, that we have 94% retention rate of our new employees, which is absolutely incredible for our company, because the average retention rate for a launch to this magnitude would be around 80 or 85%. So we're really proud of that, the management team and union. There's been a lot of expansion at Michigan Truck, as you pointed out, and the current workforce right now is 3,100 UAW members and 220 salaried employees. Last year, we built a new world-class paint facility with the state-of-the-art environmental controls, and this year we added to that building again with a new state-of-the-art phosphate eco paint process.